done. I've been getting a lot of conversation about it, and just with other people who locally who I've like discussed the book when I go, I'm excited for it, give me a copy, whatever. A few and I know part of this is just people knowing you and liking you, but the other part is like, what? Don't say this. So there was a few folks who were like, I don't care what you're charging for that book, I'm gonna pay it. And I was thinking of the young lady Granger, who writes the Maggie Gray series, and how a friend of mine told me about her book, and I was like, okay, I'll go and get it. And I went to Amazon, and my homegirl was like, well, no, don't go and get it through Amazon. But that's because when I went, it was like $250 something. I was like, God damn, all of this for like, this doesn't seem right. And later I found out that she was pricing them that high to stop people from purchasing them, like at that specific time. She was like, okay, because I was, if I'm not mistaken, she was saying, okay, she was ordering copies for herself, but she figured nobody's paying for this book for $250 something, and there were like a few people who did. And I was thinking, like, now what if I didn't set up this Amazon account, then priced it up to about $300 just to keep it, just to get some author copies, but whatever. So that's neither here nor there. But so I'm like, okay, well, good. I have a few people who are showing interest, and exciting as that is, oh no, I'm sorry, that's the wrong phrasing. That is exciting, and I'm slowly getting pieces together for book 2. I have a whole like brain dump I've already established. I have some things in the first book, but this story is starting to feel real. So when I say that, it's always been real. It's been the story that was in my head that I put on paper, the first book. I created the fictional city. I created the story. I planted the story in the city, and everything that goes along with that. But there's a moment where when you read a book and you get engulfed in the book, no matter what genre it is, and it's like, oh, okay, horror, okay, the monsters are coming. Action, oh, we're jumping off of a cliff in a car. Romance, oh, the boy meets a girl. Like, there's a moment when you get so immersed in a book that like you want to stick with it, which is why series do so well, because people get to stay with these characters or in this world or whatever. And this is my book, so I've always enjoyed it. It's always been real to me. But I think getting the reactions and excitement from people who have not yet read the book, even though they like me, so of course they're like, oh, I want to support, but getting that excitement from them is like, oh yeah, this is really real. Seeing the book physically in its final form, without edits, because I haven't applied the edits yet, but seeing it in its final form makes it feel real. And then I've read this book so many times, and I'm still constantly reading it. You would think I would be tired of it, and there are times where I'm like, okay, I've read this. Okay, I know what's going to happen here. I know what's happening. And I mean, I have my favorite parts, and much like anything else, like every singer or musical artist has their favorite songs, and they have their ones that are good, and they just have not revisited in a while. But all that being said, this story now feels real to me in the way that stories, when I am a reader, feel real. So it's always been real. I'm the writer, I created it, whatever. But now going through it and then speaking with people who've already read and like, okay, I like this, I like that, blah, blah, whatever. I can't wait to see what happens with this and that. So I don't know. It's just a feeling, and I don't even know if I'm adequately explaining it well enough. But there is a moment where it's like, oh, this is real. I could walk into this city and have a good time. And I'm hoping that throughout the 3-book series, that one, people feel that way, and that they enjoy the city. Like, of course, enjoy the books. I want you to enjoy. I want to be a great writer, sure. But like oh, this is a good book aside, I'm hoping that I can create a world that feels immersive, where you do feel good with these characters and in this city, and that, oh, I remember that coffee house from that first book, and I remember that girl had a shop in the second one, and now this guy in the third one is going to that shop to bring her some coffee, whatever. That's probably my biggest hope, even outside of like selling tons of books and having people fall in love with the characters. Because there, if I could tell a story for a second, there was a moment that I remember in the 4th grade. I will never forget this. In this classroom full of other like 9-year-olds, and I was reading a book. I don't remember the specific book, but I do remember the scene that I was reading. There was the characters in a car, and I had been reading it for so long. I remember this girl was like, you gotta come on, we gotta go to recess or something like that. And I was like, well, no, I'm reading this book, nerd. I'm like, no, I'm reading this book. And she was like, well, okay, you can read it outside. And I remember, I don't know if it's my specific imagination or if it's like the imagination of a child or what, but I remember feeling like I was sitting in the backseat of that car while these 3 characters were in this scene. And that was such a rich feeling. Like I remember that like it happened yesterday. And I remember talking with the girl about it. She's like, oh, well, what do you like? And I essentially said the same thing. But that moment right there, I don't know if it was my first time feeling that way, but I do know feeling that way kind of changed. I won't say changed me. There's something clicked right in that moment where I was like, okay, I'm sure in the 4th grade sitting at this desk reading this book, but I am literally in the back seat watching these people talk or whatever. So if I can get a fraction of that feeling to other people who read my work, then I feel like I have made 4th grade me very proud. Though 4th grade me couldn't read the books that I'm writing now. Stick to middle grade, little boy. But yeah, so that's I don't know how I'm feeling right now on this car conversations. And I have some other thoughts kind of in my head about the 3rd book, which is odd because I haven't even gotten to the 2nd one yet, but there's some things ruminating. I'm big on music. If this is your first time seeing me, you may not know that, but if you've seen any number of videos of mine, be it long form, be it short form or whatever, music is a big deal. And I am developing the playlist for the 3rd book. The 2nd one has well over 80 something songs in it, and the first one has like 100 plus. But I've scaled that down to, I think, about 11. So if you haven't already, check out the Loving Ashley playlist mixtape soundtrack for the book 1. Book 2 is going to be kind of hard to scale back, but book 3 only at the time of this recording has 9 tracks, and getting immersed in a song and music that I feel like fits the story and my character really, honestly, truly, indubitably helps with developing this story. It could be a line from one song, it could be a sound of an instrument from one, it could be a run or a way that the voice fluctuates, it can be the way that the artist maybe does some double entendres, Dr. Dre's. So that's kind of where I am now. And so though I am still in the release season of the first book, I am filling out things for the 2nd and 3rd, and this is got me extremely happy. So if you made it this far, please go ahead and give me a black heart emoji, and then like a, I don't know, give me a chicken emoji. And go ahead and hit that pre-order, because I think this should come out before the release date. So go ahead and hit that pre-order for your Kindle if you are so inclined. The paperback will be released on Tuesday, June 10th, and the ebook will be released on Friday, June 13th. Hit that newsletter link. Go ahead and give me those emails so I can tell you about what's going on in the great old world of the 𝘾𝙤𝙡𝙚 literary universe. And playlist, pre-order link and newsletter. I think that's about it. All right, so thank y'all so much for listening. I am Ray Coleman. I am a love story architect, currently in my contemporary writer bag, writing a 3-book series about 3 black men who are fraternity brothers finding love in the city, the fictional city of 𝘾𝙤𝙡𝙚𝙀. Book 1, Loving Ashley, is going to be out very, very soon. Check that out. Books 2 and 3 are on their way as well. And until next time, read something, write something, and come back and tell me, Ray. All right.
We'll take it by the show, 'cause I want you right here when you're calling out. Just tell me you want it more, do it night and day, make your body sweat. And now I'm floating in your ocean eyes, hypnotized, falling right head over heels, still lost in your ocean now.